Hey everyone, welcome back. This is the part 2 to my November All Signs Zodiac reading. We're doing moon messages and angel messages. The first part of the reading, I was interrupted, and when I stopped, I accidentally cut the video, but I was like a half hour in. So I'm going to do a part 2, and we're just going to pick up here. So this is going to be Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And then at the end, we are going to get some Archangel Michael and feather messages for everyone. All right, so this is part 2. So we're picking it up here. I'm just going to jump in. Okay, Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know for November? All right. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay, Capricorn, everything is fine. Everything's going good. If you're worried about everything or people in your life, just know that you are all safe. Everything is good. All right, what else does Capricorn need to know? Okay, what do you need to release? So this is a time in November to maybe sit back, take stock, and think about what needs to be released. Maybe it's worry, since that card at the bottom of the deck at the beginning was you and your loved ones are safe. Maybe there's some worry or some fear about safety or being safe, or if things are working out okay. In November, now is the time to figure out what it is that needs to be released so that you can do the work, put the time in, put the effort into releasing, and have faith in your dreams. So once we release negativity or worry or fear, these are all the things that get in the way and block our dreams from happening, from manifesting. So in November, take time to assess what it is that you need to release it, and then step into an energy of faith and belief so that you can manifest your dreams. Okay, what angel messages does Capricorn need? Okay, be the real you. Freedom, authenticity, uniqueness, courage. So if you see in this picture, she's like unzipping this like false this whole body like mask, this false persona. She's unzipping it and stepping out of it and stepping into her real self. And there's a butterfly here, which signifies transformation. So this is a transformation and stepping into freedom and authenticity. So maybe another message surrounding what you need to release is the false masks that we sometimes wear. Maybe that is something that needs to be released in stepping into this authenticity. Okay, what other angel messages does Capricorn need? Okay. You have spirit relationships, okay? Intuition, connection, signs, and inspiration. All right, so I would take time in November with the messages that have come out so far, with what you need to release and messages about you and your loved ones being safe. This would be a good time to meditate, okay? She's sitting quietly with a crystal on her third eye. This is when we tap into our intuition, okay? We have this white butterfly here again that was on the Be the Real You card at the bottom of the deck, okay? This is being connected, seeing signs, being inspired. So this is about our relationship with spirit, connecting with our own intuition and spirit, finding out what it is that needs to be released, doing the work that needs to be released so that you can gain clear intuition and connection, okay, to spirit, to yourself, to your higher self, and your intuition. This is when you can see the signs and follow your inspiration, okay, towards manifesting your dreams and having faith in your dreams. And once you release what needs to be released, and you can tap into this intuition and into your relationship with spirit and your higher self. This is when you are connected on your journey and you step into a state of balance and peace. Okay, this is achieving a sense of peace. This has also been a repeat card in these zodiac readings. Like I said, I did the first part of the reading before this, and there's been a lot of messages that have been repeat messages. As you can see, I just pulled these cards, but I've been putting all of the cards back in the decks and then reshuffling them for each sign, because I kind of felt like, what if cards come out and I leave them on the table for each sign, but those same messages want to come out for other signs? You know, and I also advise paying attention to your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get a greater, more well-rounded message for the month. So our sun, moon, and rising are our, you know, big three. Those are the big three signs. And then I also throw the Venus sign in there as well, because that sometimes can give us a little bit of a message about our love life. As I said in the first video, I'm not putting timestamps because we all have all signs in our birth charts somewhere. So the energy is all connected. And if you go back and watch part 1, which you should, because like I said, you should be paying attention to your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. So you would want to go back to see those in the first reading that I got cut off in. Totally forgot where I was going with this, but you should be paying attention to all those signs. The repeat messages. So repeat themes that we've been seeing in all of these zodiac mini readings is renewed connections for November, peace, transformation, the evolution card. These are major repeat themes that we've been seeing in these readings. So I would go back to the first reading, because I'm sure not all of your signs are in this reading since my video got cut so close to the end. But like I said, I've been putting all the cards back in because and it just shows there have been repeat cards for a lot of the signs. So I'm glad that I decided to put them back in, because it's also showing where so many connections there are between the signs, how, you know, energy is all connected, and many of the signs will affect our energy, has an impact on our energy in these readings. So for November, there's a lot of these signs will affect you. So you should be paying attention to at least those few, your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. So if there's any of your signs in here, probably not these last few that I'm doing, but at the end of this reading, I am pulling the Archangel Michael and feather messages for everyone. So you might want to stick around for that, or you could just fast forward and watch those and then go to part 1 and watch your other placements. But like I said, I would watch the whole thing because there are so many repeat messages, which shows that the energy bleeds through. You know, it's all connected. Okay, we just finished Capricorn. So Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you're very close to achieving your goal. All right, so this November, you're very close to achieving something that you've been wanting. What else does Aquarius need to know? Ooh, I almost knocked the camera over again. Okay, another repeat card we've seen. Believe in the impossible, Aquarius. So you're very close to achieving your goal. Maybe it's something that you feel like has escaped you, that is impossible. Believe in it, because it's here. And step out of your comfort zone. Another repeat message we've been seeing. So maybe this thing that you've wanted, you feel like it's impossible. Maybe you've been holding yourself back a little bit because you need to step out of your comfort zone. Okay, what angel messages does Aquarius need for November? Okay, Archangel Raziel. This is rainbow energy. So this is enlightened energy, adaptable, soulful, and connected. Okay, so this is achieving a very, high level of enlightenment. I don't think we ever truly achieve enlightenment on this realm in this human form. But this is achieving a very high level of awareness. You're very close to this, and believe in it. Okay. It might require you to step out of your comfort zone, but believe in it. All right. What other messages does Aquarius need? Okay. All right, Aquarius. So you've made a wise decision. This is accurate, brilliant, organized, and validated. So you have already, or you will be making a decision in November that is the right decision. Okay, so believe in it. Step out of your comfort zone, and you are very close to achieving whatever this goal is, this decision that you have made. And once again, this has been a very big repeat card throughout these zodiac readings. This you will achieve peace. Okay, you're connected on this journey and achieving balance. Okay, so this has a very peaceful outcome. Okay, Pisces. What does Pisces need to know for November? Oh my goodness. Believe in the impossible again. All right, Pisces. Like I said, you can see where the energy is connected, especially with the signs that are very close to each other astrologically. So Pisces, believe in the impossible. What else? Something's going on in November, Pisces. You need to believe. Okay, a time for healing. So November is a time for healing. Maybe you need this healing so that you can step into a place of belief, so that you can believe in something, and then you will be able to take action. Maybe the action is taking some time to do some healing work, and maybe the belief is in yourself that you can do this healing work. Or like I said, this healing is so that you can reach a state of belief. Belief in the impossible, that you can achieve whatever it is that you want. Okay, Pisces. What angel messages does Pisces need? Okay. The power of prayer. Surrender, believe, affirm, release. So we have believe again there. All right. So this is a time for healing. And in this healing, we need to surrender. Send your prayers above. Okay. Do some affirmations. Release. So relief. Release maybe any emotions that are stuck that need to be released. All right. Send your prayers, your wishes, your dreams, your desires. Send them out to the universe. Okay, release and surrender. All right, and send your prayers. Believe that, oh, what am I doing? I'm putting it down. Believe that you can have your wishes, that you can heal. Okay. All right, what angel messages does Pisces need? Okay, Archangel Sandalphon, who we've seen a few times throughout these zodiac readings as well, and Sandalphon is actually connected to the sign of Pisces. Okay, so this, once again, we have healing here. This is freedom, forgiveness. So maybe throughout this healing work, there's some forgiveness work that needs to be done. Forgiveness to yourself, forgiveness to others. Forgiving yourself is difficult work to do. Forgiveness in general is difficult to do, but I feel like for most people, forgiveness to self is very difficult to do. But forgiveness really is a huge healing tool that can provide a lot of freedom for you. Okay, so this month, November, is a time for healing, forgiveness, self-forgiveness leading to freedom, and believing. Okay, believing in yourself, believing in your dreams. And at the bottom of the deck, we have divine self, orange, intuition, balance, connection, and spirit. So this healing work leads to stepping into your divine self, okay? Stepping into a state of balance, connecting to your intuition and connecting to the universe, connecting to spirit, okay? So that is what you have in store for November, Pisces. Okay, now let's get some Archangel Michael messages, and these messages are for all the zodiac signs, okay, to wrap up this reading. Okay, so November is a time to get your power back. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine, so take back your power. Okay, what other Archangel Michael messages does everyone need for November? Okay. All right. We have number 14, have no fear. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. So in November, now is the time to release fear. Okay, let Archangel Michael sever those cords that are keeping you in a fearful state and holding you back. All right, we have number 12, embrace your life purpose. I am guiding you toward your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. All right, so November is a time to release fear and step towards your life purpose. And 33. Now, 33 has been a big number in some of the readings I've done today. This is a blessing in disguise. Be patient and have faith that your angels have the situation under control. What will come is far better than you dared to dream. So whatever is going on in November, know that this is a blessing in disguise. And at the bottom of the deck, we have someone new is coming. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. So some new connections may be happening in November. And sometimes with this card, someone new entering your life, this can be someone for your past coming back in a completely new energy. If somebody has made changes and truly transformed, they can come back in a completely different energy than they were before. And I'm just saying that too with the amount that we saw that renewed connections card for reconciliation and reunions. Someone new coming in, like I said, can also signify someone coming back that's not necessarily new to you, but they're coming back in a new version of themselves. Okay, so take it as it resonates. It could be different, obviously, for everyone. For some of you, this could be an actual brand new person. And for some of you, this could be an old person who's coming back in a new energy. Okay, everyone. Let's get some feather messages to wrap this up for November. Okay, White Owl at the bottom of the deck. The wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. All right, what does everybody need for November? Oh, wow. That was a complete card dump. And 3 came out again together, but we have 1 over here. Okay, we have Blackbird. The magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Okay, so this is for November. Crane, you will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. So there was a lot about partnerships through these zodiac readings. A lot of, like I said, reunion and reconciliation. And then we have this someone new coming. So for some of you, you're going to be entering a partnership, whether it's romantic or business. There was a lot of also possible business connections. So I feel as though there's going to be reconnections and new connections happening in November. Bluebird, you are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace was definitely a theme that we saw throughout all of the zodiacs. And Goose, your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. All right, thanks everyone for being here. Sorry about the split reading with the 2 different videos. Make sure that you've watched both to make sure that you get all of your sun, moon, rising, Venus. Like I said, it is helpful to watch all of it because you can see where the energy bleeds between all of the zodiac signs. And hoping that you made it here to get these universal messages for everyone. So this was your November zodiac reading. Thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you back soon.